Hi guys, it's June here. Welcome back to another edition of Noble Xtra, where we explore the topics of people, places and pages. I'm super excited to be presenting to you the Agatha Christie Literary Club special. Now, it gives me great joy to meet book lovers from all over the world, and I'm especially proud today that my dear friend Hema, whom I call the Queen of all things AC, or the Queen of all things Agatha Christie, I'm so glad that she has agreed to come on my program to talk about her club and also her love for all things related to Agatha Christie. Please enjoy the video. So what got you interested in everything about Agatha Christie?
It was, I think it was October or November 1995, and I was in the midst of the second term exams in primary school. I was 13 because I'm a November baby. And my dad was a member of the Royal Liverpool Club, and they had a marvelous library, plenty of old books. And every month the librarian would set aside books for him to bring back home for himself and for me and for my mom. And obviously I read all of the books. And that month she'd set aside 3 Agatha Christies. Now I had heard of Christie, but I had never read any of her books. And Daddy allowed me to look at the books, see but don't touch, and then he hid the books until the last day of exams. And as you can imagine, I couldn't wait for exams to be over. And I came back home and they passed the books to me. So the 3 books were The Murder at the Vicarage, The Pale Horse, and Cat Among the Pigeons. And the first book that I started on was Cat Among the Pigeons, which is this book. And I just knew, I'm so lucky that I just knew from the first line, the very first line of the first page, and the first line, it was the opening day of the summer term at Meadowbank School. I just knew from the first line that I would love all her books, that I would love her writings forever. I just knew, it's like meeting a soulmate. I just knew that I would love her books forever, you know. And can you imagine how excited I was to know that there were 79 books to go, and this was just the first one. So 1995, it's 2018, 23 years ago, and it has been fantastic.
What got you started, with the collection of Agatha Christie's books?
The Christie books that I read came from my father's club library. And the only Christie book that I had was this one, Hercule Poirot's Christmas, which I had found at a second-hand store in my hometown of Ipoh, a store which does not exist anymore for, I think, about 5 ringgit. So I reread this book religiously because this was the only book I had for a long time, for about 5 or 6 years. And then in 2002, with my 21st birthday coming up, my parents asked me what I wanted. And I told them that I wanted something really special, something that was unique to me, and that I wanted 21 Agatha Christie books. And being the wonderful parents that they were, they bought me 21 Agatha Christie books, and with those books came this list. So this list is about 2002 to now, it's about 16 years old now. So that as I bought more books, I could mark it off so you can see how I've written and added books. And so this was the first book I bought, and the 21 books that my parents bought helped to start off my Christie collection, and today it is complete.
So if someone is going to start reading Agatha Christie for the first time, which book would you recommend?
So if you're new to Agatha Christie and you want to start on this marvelous journey, no book can I recommend more than this one.
Now I just need to pause there for a second. The book that Hema is referring to, the version that she has, is probably among the earliest copy available, and I'm afraid the title is not very PC. As such, I'm just going to zip through that and bring you straight to the part where Hema tells you the revised title of the book.
When it was published in America, the title was changed to And Then There Were None. So you probably know it as And Then There Were None because BBC did this fantastic miniseries several years ago. It is a masterpiece. It is one of the best-selling, it is her best-selling book, and it is really the book that made her mark as a mystery writer.
What are your plans for the the world-famous now, world-renowned Agatha Christie Literary Club?
So I'm really, really proud of my club, the Agatha Christie Literary Club. It's based on Facebook. It has members from all over the world, and it's about a year old. So it was founded by somebody else, but I took over the running of it almost a year ago. So the anniversary is coming up on February 26th. And we would have passed 1,000 members by then, which I'm really, really proud of. And not because of the size of the group. There are plenty of groups with much more members than that on Facebook. But the quality of the group, we are really strict with membership. And all members are fans and have read Christie books or are in the process of reading Christie books. So it's wonderful. We have discussions every month, online discussions every month. The last weekend of the month, it starts at 12 p.m. local Malaysian time on Saturday. Sorry, 8 a.m. local Malaysian time on Saturday, and it ends on 12 p.m. the following Monday. So it spans the weekend because of the different time zones. So you can pop in from anywhere you are all over the world to answer questions, post your own subjects for discussion, take part in polls, debate plots, characters, storylines, what you liked, what you didn't like. So it's really fascinating, and every discussion is really good. And I hope to be able to run a contest for the first anniversary. It's a thank you to my members, because they really are a pretty splendid bunch. They're very warm, they're friendly, they're funny, and they love Agatha Christie, and they love her mysteries. And I really, really hope someday to be able to host discussions in other countries as well. I would love to have one in Australia, and I would love to have a discussion with members of the club in the UK, perhaps in London. So those are some of the ideas that I have for my amazing club.
Tell us something interesting about Agatha Christie that most people who are not fans may not know, or maybe even fans wouldn't know.
She started writing as a result of a bet with her sister. And she was also a chemist during the First World War, which is why most of the murder methods in her books use poison, because she learned how to mix poisons. But she was also remarkable as a woman. She divorced her husband when he was unfaithful to her, and wanted to leave her for another woman. She was one of the first surfers in Britain, one of the first female surfers in the world, and this was in the 1930s. And when she was in her late 40s, she remarried an archaeologist, a man who was 12 years younger than her, and she would go to and all the digs in places that we now know as Iraq. But the best part about her is there was a lot of tragedy in her life, there was a lot of sadness in her life, but she had such a great sense of humor, and that's really how you have to treat life. You have to laugh. No matter how hard things get, you need to find the comedy in it, you need to find the humor in it, you need to be able to laugh at yourself as well. You cannot take yourself seriously, because that is the tragedy. As long as you can laugh at life, I think you'll be okay, and I think that is the greatest lesson that Agatha Christie's life has taught me.
Wow, that's great advice there. I'm sure you can tell from the interview that I had with Hema that she is extremely passionate about her Agatha Christie books and very dedicated to her club. So if you've been toying with the idea of setting up a book club, whether it is one whereby you meet in person or one that is based online, I hope you are now motivated and inspired to carry it through. By the time this video is released, the Agatha Christie Literary Club would have hit their 1,000 member milestone. So congratulations and happy anniversary, and may your club continue to grow and spread positivity everywhere. The Noble channel would like to thank Lit Books for hosting us. We will be featuring this wonderful bookstore in Petaling Jaya, Malaysia a little bit more in an upcoming episode, so please watch out for that. Now guys, if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe, hit the notification button so you do not miss out on anything. Remember to like and share this video, because if you do, good things will come your way. Until I see you again, remember to be better. Noble. Bye!